Right, star 1978. See, like, here's the thing. It's like, how do you explain to people on surface your thing about submergible whatever lifestyle when, I mean, like, normally they're like, you don't. No, I get it, but here's the thing. Submergible lifestyle. Like, I mean, I own property at 10,000 leagues. All 10,000. One seat in each league. And then one more. 10,001. So now, I know, if league is shrine, where everybody in that league is perfect. There's not like, they always say they're working on something, like, like, they're like quiet, cool, like, right, again, cool, collected like a cucumber, like just quiet, like inner, like a hermit crab inside its shell at all times, doesn't want to like come across being anything, like, whatever, right? Like, that's 10,000 leagues under the sea, doesn't get out much. Doesn't, like, hit surface water, right? Okay, I live in the outer world, which confuses them, because, like, we have our own language on different league tiers. Like, each one of the leagues has their own tier language, and their way of process, and their way of doing things. And they're like spoiled children in the sense that they have it perfect. They don't want humanness to spoil it. Got it. But now I'm thrown out in the spoilage as the gigantic cool cucumber who has a temper purposely. Not because he's spoiled, but because his calendar girl is stuck outside, and the dirty men of ear things, keep calling his calendar girl all sorts of, like, whatever makes them giggle in the boys' locker room. Right, okay, so, like, that disturbs 10,000 leagues, and the one, right. But now, like, I don't know, because symbolically when I write, like, the disgusting, spoiled surface things that are trying, they swear they're trying, and then they get mad because they're like, doesn't she know? How would she know? You've got her trapped amongst your spoilage. Right, so now the 10,000 leagues, like, I get it. Okay, I wrote Acrylic today. I didn't write it myself. I had to copy and then paste it. But I know that sets off a whole nother, like, tuba section of DedSec, right? Because some of the words are spellbound in, like, importance. Because here's the thing. I'm not supposed to have to document my journey, my trials, my tribulations to explain to the surface things, the surface ear people, right, where they went wrong and create some new, right? It's supposed to be, like, I showed up. I came out of a vagina, placenta hit the floor, some ungodlike humans were holding me, and they looked like they were 10,000 league genetics, but they were not attached to the correct atmosphere, and they didn't know anything about my arrival. So all 10,000 leagues under submergible sea was supposed to surface for, like, once in a bajillion years. Yeah, for the one girl to be at the hospital, say, oh, that's ours, thanks, and then let's just go back under the water. We're all fine. It's a baby caterpillar. It's going to be monarch butterfly one day. Straight under the water. Great. But that's not what happened. You just keep letting the animal schedule go on. It's the animal schedule. Yeah, it is. There's one of us from 10,000 leagues and one. Our one is stuck in your fucking disgusting ear thing, whatever, and doesn't like being out there. Because I had one of the shrine guys, like, came to visit. I think it was Elon Musk. He's like, but I didn't know who he was back then, or whenever it was. Because, like, League is different. I could be in multiple places at once, but then there's no calendar. So, I'm like a fart in the wind. It depends on what smile marker I'm on. So, anyway, and then he's like, you're a lot more, like, he's like, I definitely, like, the hermit, like, the inside shell, right? Yeah, I mean, again, like when it's shrine and they know things, you're like, right? Yeah, okay. Are you a little lantern? Like, are you an orb? Right? Because I mean, like that gets confusing. They're like, I'm a lantern. Yeah, okay. Right. I'm a powerhouse, so I don't know. Like I'm a full gear. If I had fingers and toes when I'm in light, I would say from head to toe, but you can't because there's no anatomy on it. So, but that's the size of it. That's what we call powerhouse. So, and that's when I'm not wearing skin. But then, I mean, again, orb is when it's just like a little firefly is what we used to call it, like a orb. And sometimes in pictures you can see them. They're just like little spiritual whatever. Oh, they're so cute. Right? Yeah, no, that really exists when the body dies. That's what's left. It's consciousness in trying to find a new home, but currently there's nothing vacuuming it up properly because your atmosphere is broken. It's trying to find a hole back into universal processing, but your ear thing and your process is broken because you've got me locked out of 10,000 leagues as the one. But you humans and you animals keep fucking thinking that schedule's yours. I mean, you're a fucking piece of work. I can't wait till DeadSec gets back to you. DEADSEC. And then there's like a lantern, which is what we gave the Asians. Like, you just burn it and it'll, oh my God, it's a lantern ceremony. Yeah. I used to like when humans had culture and whatnot. The Asians I met over here in Americana in 1978 to 2021 are a real shit show. There's nothing down home culture about them. They cross the water, they fucking lose their minds. They're like Lou, who's a disgusting American. Like, every day is so great. No, it's fucking not. There's not a fucking thing on this earth that works, you stupid shithead. Did I lose anything on the charm? That's as much charm as I have for anything as to how much I fucking hate humans. It's an assurity. It's not an over-exaggeration.